Welcome to That Guy's a Maniac, the podcast DS, and a very special episode, which is just break time. All break time, no, all filler, no killer. Break time from top to bottom. You are here with me, Kanzi11, and I am joined by my co-host Richie. Richie, say hello.
Hello.
And where can you find the That Guy's a Maniac video game news, reviews, and previews content on the interwebs?
You can find us on our website at www.thatguys.co.uk. You can also find us on all of this, well, most of the socials. At That Guy's a Maniac. Well, at That Guy's a Maniac. All one word, all lowercase.
Yes. So, if you've been listening to us all season 4, it's a DS themed, but not really, episode. It's top of season, and in the middle of every episode, we've had a break time where we ask ourselves some questions from the ultimate video game trivia quiz. To celebrate the nearly end of the season, we're going all break time, all the time, and we're just asking each other questions from the ultimate video game trivia quiz. If you are so inspired by the ultimate video game trivia quiz that you want to buy it, then skip this episode because we're going to ruin most of the questions that we have asked.
Properly ruin it. Yeah, properly ruin it. And also, as we go through the episode, debate whether or not this is actually an episode.
Yeah, and then we might have a anti-break time.
Anti-break time.
Where we do a tiny episode in the middle.
Easy. Because doing tiny short episodes is our forte.
It's our thing. It's all we're known for. It's our strength.
We could do a review of Half-Life 2.
Yeah, it's been a while. Check in on Half-Life. It's a throwback, readers, to a previous season.
Yeah, one of our best episodes. Highest rated.
So, without further ado, as you say.
As I say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's ado. We had this. We did
Adieu.
this.
Adieu.
Adieu. Adieu.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Okay. Okay, hit me.
Richie, which 2020 simulator game uses information from Bing Maps to simulate the topography of the entire Earth?
I'm going to say it is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
It is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Boom. First one. Straight
1
out.
point.
Okay, 1 point. Are we doing
100%.
Are we doing scores?
Yes, but in a non-Euclidean way.
Okay, cool. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Braced. I'm not going to do it for every episode.
No, come on. Yeah.
In the 2009 game,
Oof.
Infamous.
Yeah.
What does an explosion give Cole McGrath the ability to control?
An explosion? Is this like his origin?
I guess it's kind of. It sounds a little bit like the Captain Marvel.
I knew you were going to go there.
Yeah.
All I can think of is Watch Dogs, which is like technology, but it's not, is it? Is it?
It's not technology, but what does technology need?
Electricity.
Well done, nailed it in one.
2 for 2, 200%. 2 points.
200%.
Now, not sure how you do on this one. I don't remember this. To what home appliance was the design of the Xbox Series X compared, prompting Microsoft to create that appliance in the shape of the console?
Wow.
Yeah, I missed this.
So, which series of Xbox?
Series X. So the Series X looked like something, and Microsoft leaned into it by then making that product in the shape of a console.
I'm gonna say it is a grill, like George Foreman grill.
Maybe it's a colder appliance.
A fridge?
A fridge!
It looked like a fridge?
Apparently, I'm looking up the Xbox Series X fridge because I must have caught this.
Yeah, that sounds like solid news, man.
Xbox Series X fridge. Is it like a fridge? To be honest, I couldn't. You can still buy the Xbox.
Oh, it does.
Xbox
It does look
Series.
like a fridge. Yeah.
Do you know what? I honestly don't think I knew what an Xbox Series X looked like.
Me neither. It's actually more like the obelisk.
Yeah, I mean, to their credit, 63 quid you can get a little mini fridge
Yeah,
in the shape of it.
and it's USB powered.
Wow, there we go.
Wow, there you go.
The Microsoft
That guy's a
Xbox-
maniac. The podcast bringing you.
Microsoft Xbox Series X mini fridge for all your fridgy needs.
Awesome. All your
Sponsor this week's episode.
right. Okay. Braced.
It keeps all my drinks, so frosty cock. Yes, go on.
What color was
Yeah.
the original Game Boy that released in 1989? Not a trick question.
Okay, grey.
Yes.
Is there some secret fucking?
I know. I could
Purple.
feel. I could
Blue.
hear the cogs for.
Actually, in Japan, it released. Okay. Which 2019? Why are these questions in the same 2 years? Which 2019 game by Squeenix features characters and worlds from Monsters Inc., Frozen, and Big Hero 6?
Kingdom's Heart 3.
Kingdom's Heart 3. It's the knockoff series.
Brought to you by Mavs Easter eggs.
No, that's perfect. Brought to you by Miles Easter eggs.
Brilliant. Okay.
Got it. 3 for 3, 5 for 5, whatever. On 6 for 6 already.
100%, 500%. Okay. Okay. the the Valve anti-cheat software was first released in 2002 in support for which modded video game?
Say again.
The Valve anti-cheat software was
Yeah.
first released in 2002
Yeah.
in support for which modded video game?
Anti-cheat. So the video game itself is a mod.
I don't know. I don't think it is.
Mm.
Think of games that need anti-cheat in them.
Single player Half-Life. Is it Team Fortress 2?
No.
What else do Valve do?
Well, it's not for just Valve.
Portal? Is it Counter-Strike?
Yes. Well done.
Yay!
Nailed it in one.
First time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally nothing to say about that. We don't care about Counter-Strike.
I appreciate that it has just kept going and going and going with very little, you know.
Although this sounds like it was the last update to it in 2002.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It still has a. They still do tournaments, right? CS. What's CS:GO? Fucking hell, no. Shut up, Grandad. Which
Brilliant.
Which console released worldwide was the first to include a built-in modem for online gaming?
Built in.
Yeah,
I guess that was a Dreamcast.
it was the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh yeah.
Did you had a Dreamcast, right?
Yep.
Did you
I
play
got it
games on
for Code Veronica. And I had Soul Calibur as well. Those were the only games I owned for the Dreamcast. Oh no! Lies. Complete lies. I had Shenmue and I hated it. I took off some shoes and went into a house. That's as far as as far as I got in that game.
I do miss the era when people would ask for Shenmue sequel and then it happened and it just kind of nobody talks about the series anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's weird because that was definitely a time where games weren't throwaway. You know, I spent like you know, 40 odd bucks on that on Shenmue, and I thought, right, everybody loves this game. Let's see what it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of these, you know, 90% games, and you're like, okay, everybody loves it. I didn't like it. I didn't get very far in it, but I found no draw. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. How did we get to Shenmue? Dreamcast. Okay, cool.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, I had a Dreamcast. It wasn't. You didn't have a Dreamcast, did you?
My brother had a Dreamcast, and I think I've told this story on the podcast. He used to play Phantasy Star Online a lot.
See, I should have done that. That's probably something I would have liked.
Yeah. And then he's... because it all got re-released on Xbox, he jumped back in. I love that gaming's so diverse that my brother can be into a massive series and I know next to nothing about it. I think some of the early Phantasy Stars are on the Nintendo Switch Online Mega Drive emulator.
Okay.
And I loaded it up for 2 seconds. Do I really want a kind of chibi RPG? No, I don't.
No. Do Breath of Fire instead.
Well, there's so many great RPGs which I just sat on there for free.
I know.
And I've done like the first 12 minutes of each one. Where you're in the village, you talk to your mum, you get your armor, you go to the dungeon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all of them.
Breath of Fire's got a great start. It's very, very intriguing because you just basically, it seems like you have just been wiped from existence. Like you were in this town, everybody knew you, and then about an hour later, nobody knows who you are, and you're sort of merc, and then you grow up, and then you're a merc, but nobody ever knows why you went missing, or you still to do that. I don't know yet. I think I told you about Breath of Fire 2. I played it to a point where there was a bug and I couldn't play it anymore.
Yeah, I have somebody's copy. Readers, if I have it, let me know. I've got somebody's copy of one of the Breath of Fires that was on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I think that was 3.
I don't know how I have it. I never bought it. I have it. It's in the gem case. I wouldn't have borrowed it from somebody. I don't know how it's ended up in my collection.
It's like my Tekken 2.
It might. Is it in a Tekken case? Anyway, as a very nice Christmas present, you bought me the Bitmap Bros JRPG book, and it's such a beautiful book, so I've been kind of paging through it, and I appreciate having it because I can kind of get a little bit more of a sense on all these wonderful JRPGs I do not have time in my life to play.
Yeah.
I wish like a 12-year younger me knew about this game because that sounds right up my street.
yeah. If only I lived without responsibility.
Yeah, and I've already got like 10 half-started JRPGs, not to mention, my Final Fantasy VII RPG replay, which is sat just outside Midgar City. My Final Fantasy VIII replay, which is sat in the fucking cafeteria because some twat took all my good cards and I'm not moving on before I got them.
Brilliant.
Let alone Breath of Fire or whatever we were talking about.
Yeah, and on that note, I think I will break my resolution. I don't really feel any draw to go back to Super Mario RPG.
Oh no, just tap me out.
I just, it feels tiresome because it is ridiculously easy. It's like picking it up to, I don't know, go through the motions to finally get to the plot. There's no grinding. There's no, I don't know.
A weird complaint.
I know, but
I want to go outside of the village and slay identical monsters, coming back to heal every 3 fights because my guys are dying for 4 hours before I progress the story.
I do. It's really weird. Like, I miss that. I miss, running around in a circle on the map in Final Fantasy VII just to level up the materia because I think, you know what?
Just grinding up. Yeah.
Yeah, I need Cura, not Cure, to get past this
Yeah.
boss guy. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Me next, right? No.
I said Counter Strike. You did Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's me. What additional button was added to the Xbox Series X/S controller, not found on the previous Xbox One controller?
No way. They added a button?
They added a button.
Okay.
What's the most recently added button to every system?
Let's go through the buttons, shall we? It's not the D-pad. Are sticks buttons?
Yes.
Did they add a third stick, a middle stick, an M stick? L, M, and R. Is it the share button?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I don't even know. Where is it on the controller?
It's in the top corner. Sort of like how to explain it? You know where the Xbox button is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just below it.
Okay, that's not the top corner. What?
Well, it's not the corner. The top.
What?
Yeah, top corner would be the Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons on an Xbox. What are you talking about?
Not on an Xbox controller. I'm just thinking.
The top button would be a Joy-Con.
Yeah, top button would be an entire Joy-Con.
Just Joy-Con. So when you said top right button, you mean squarely in the middle?
Yes, squarely in the middle.
I misunderstood.
I was thinking of the Joy-Cons positioning of the share button.
Now, do you know what? What's interesting when it comes to controllers is another thoughtful present from yourself and your partner was my Jigglypuff themed GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Which I kept in box until my Pikachu themed GameCube controller broke.
Well, your Pikachu themed one had been dying a death.
Yeah. It had. There was no spring to the A button, but it did make mashing slightly easier. Anyway, it finally died a death. The A button just wasn't registering. But before I cracked the Jigglypuff button, I've got another Pikachu themed GameCube controller, but it's not hooky. It's from Nintendo, but it's the one that has like a turbo button.
Oh.
So I was playing with that for a bit, and insanely, I don't know why they've done this, on that official Nintendo Switch controller, they swapped ZR and R and ZL and L.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. The physical buttons are swapped, and then when you're playing a game and you're like, oh yeah, the trigger does this. No, it doesn't. That's on the top now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it for a release of some game or anything like that?
No, it's just how they come.
That's wrong.
I know. Yeah, it fucked me up. So I was like, I'll use the... It doesn't have the same weight as the GameCube controllers. It's a bit plasticky. I know that makes no sense. Yeah. So I thought, I'll play with this for a bit. I mean, it has a turbo button. And I did.
Are you sure it's not from, like, Nintendo?
It's from Maeve Beef or whatever you said. Mavs based from Kingdom's Heart. Yeah, anyway, there you go. But it has a turbo button, which I did use to cheat the stupid fossil guy in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Not cheat, save my time. Which actor provided the voice and performance capture for the character of Monkey in the 2010 game Enslaved Odyssey to the West?
Oh, I wouldn't say Ron Perlman.
Perlman, it's a good choice. Unfortunately, it's the guy who does 90% of the performance capturing.
Oh, is it Nolan North?
No, mocap. The mocap man, Mr. Mocap.
Oh, Gollum guy.
Yeah, Gollum, King Kong.
Yeah. Crap, he's got his own mocap studio in London as well.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it does.
God damn it.
He's also a really good actor when he's not doing...
Yeah, he was Alfred, and he was
It was that horror. It was that arms dealer in Marvel.
Yeah, he was Craven, who is now another Sonyverse one with Quicksilver in it. Really weird. Quicksilver and Kick-Ass. That's very weird. He's done nothing but comic book movies. That guy.
And his name is
I can't remember. Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. Yes, well done. We are
Great.
still 100%.
Well, I mean, I knew who he was. I could see the face.
Yeah. I wasn't. There's not in doubt.
They'd have given me that in Mastermind. Oh, we should have done. We should have done that.
Da, 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 da. No, that was going into Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. No, that is Mastermind.
Oh man, right. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Braced.
Right.
Prepped.
Yeah.
Ellie and Abby are playable characters in
Hang on. What? Say again.
Ellie and Abby.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, what's the answer?
Life is Strange.
No.
Oh,
Are
Last of Us Part 2.
correct.
How recently these cards? It's weird. I thought I gave these to you like 4 years ago. Yet we've got questions about Last of Us Part 2 and Xbox Series X. Maybe these cards just travel forward through time, constantly up to date.
Well, I mean, that would mean that we forever have content.
Great.
What a weird magical artifact to find.
It
serves no use in humanity.
Apart from this one specific use case we've landed on.
Okay, hit me.
Okay. What Star Wars space combat game was released in October 2020?
Oh.
Talked about it on the podcast.
We did. I want to say Rogue Squadron.
I know you do. And just get rid of one of those words.
Rogue. Squadron. Squadron.
That's the word to get rid of, yeah.
Squadron.
Okay, but what if there's more than one?
Squadrons.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah, well, first time. Well done. That is a good game. But I think, as I said in my mini review for it, it feels like it is best played in VR, and it's a little bit easier if you're on a controller.
It's free. It was free on Epic as well.
And also, over half of the achievements, trophies are on the fucking multiplayer bullshit. Yeah.
Okay. What is the name
Yes.
of Wolf's mentor in
Yeah.
Sekiro?
Yeah.
Shadows Die Twice.
Okay.
So some guy called Wolf has a mentor.
He's a mentor. Sekiro is like a Souls-like game, right?
Yeah, except it's set in Japan.
Yeah.
And the Super Castle Beast guys were really, really into it.
Yeah, they were. Now, I don't know anything about the game at all. So his Wolf's mentor, is it another animal name?
Excellent. Keep going down that path.
Is it a mammal?
No.
Crab?
No. Don't guess.
Is it a bird?
Yes.
Is it a bird of prey?
Yes.
Fuck. Is it a bird that's associated with America?
No.
Is it one that's associated with putting a little cap on it and getting it to catch bits of meat?
Maybe.
A little hood.
Nah.
Is it one where there's that horrible book we all had to read at school based on?
Oh.
And then the guy who did that comedy show, for some reason, the Craig David character had like one.
I don't think so because I can't remember.
Okay. It's not an eagle. It's not kestrel. It's a falcon.
No. Definitely not a falcon. That's a hood. Oh, owl! Well done!
Ow!
Nailed it in one.
First time.
Brilliant.
Okay, this is a game you'll never get to because you get stuck in the loop of 1 to 4 endlessly. What is the full name of the 9-foot 6 inches tall vampire-like antagonist in Resident Evil Village?
Oh, Lady Dimitri.
Kind of, but there's a middle bit which I played that game up to that point because it's before the giant baby in the locker, and I didn't know the middle bit.
Lady Mumble Dimitri.
Lady, how can I get you to? Okay, what's the range of mountains in Italy?
Alp.
Yeah, but what if you replace the P with a C?
Alk.
Okay, and then
Lady Al Qaeda Dimitri.
it's Lady.
Alchemist. Alcia.
Very close. You need an N. There's an N that needs to go in there somewhere.
Alsnia.
Move it right one.
Alcian.
Move it back. Move it left one.
Alkenia.
No.
Alkina.
Yes, Lady Alcina Dimitrescu. First time.
Wow.
Got it. You should play Village. It's good. Up until the baby.
Am I good to skip 6?
Yeah, you can skip 6. It's a very strange, different beast. They introduce a whole bunch of side characters you don't really care about. Sherry's in it. Adult Sherry.
In 6. Don't go there. Don't go there.
I know. This is in my head. Yeah, and it's very actiony.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, no, I played 6.
you did play 6. Okay.
Well, no, I played for about an hour 6.
Yeah.
Dying repeatedly to a helicopter and getting very, very angry at that first action scene. Thinking, what the hell is this game?
It starts when you're in a university, right? You're Leon in a university.
No, you're in a traffic jam with Claire.
What? Is Claire even in 6?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it is. I think you dreamt a game.
Nah, it's definitely Claire.
Because you've got Chris and Pierce. Ugh, boring. Leon and somebody else.
Claire?
No, it's not Claire. It's a woman. A woman.
A woman. So maybe that's the woman that I'm thinking is Claire then.
And then
but
got Sherry and like Wesker's cousin or something.
All I remember is there was a traffic jam, and then there was a helicopter right at the start, and I had to keep going back and redoing the thing because the helicopter was based on a quick time event.
I see.
And I was just like, this is shit.
Yeah, Claire's not in 6.
Okay, good.
Helena, I think it's Helena.
Okay. From Dead or Alive?
I wish. Just randomly drop her in now. No,
Singing some opera.
They pair up all the main characters with utterly forgettable partners who, spoilers, all die maybe. I can't remember. No, I don't think Helena does, or the other one.
Okay.
But they all have like what was that twat in Code Veronica? Steve. They all have big Steve energy.
Big Steve energy.
Big Steve energy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can skip 6, and then you can probably skip 7, and then try Village. 7's good. We should just play them.
Yeah.
Right. Ask me a question, please.
No, because it's reverse break time.
Break time.
Oh shit! It's reverse break time. Welcome to reverse break time. This is where we have some actual content in between the breaks of this particular episode. Richie, have you been playing any games?
Yes. So I played the latest in the Hidden Cats series.
Yeah.
Hidden Cats in Georgia.
I was going to say, where are they now? They're in Georgia. Okay.
And that map was massive. That took a lot longer to run through.
How long did it take?
I mean, when it was usually 10 minutes, maybe this was nearly 15, 20.
I mean, you're doing it couch co-op.
Yep. Slowly scrolling round looking for cats.
How many missing cats out of 100 would you give it?
I would give it a solid 100 missing cats out of 100.
You love that series. Great series.
Yeah, love that series.
What
about you?
I finally jumped into Splatoon 3 in a big way. I complained about it recently on the podcast. There's too much stuff. But this weekend was the Splatfest. But unlike previous Splatfest, because there are 3 kind of idle characters, there are 3 choices. So the Splatfest, if you don't know, are these periodic events where everybody picks a team. There's a question. So we do like A, B, or C. You pick a team. For a weekend, you will fight, and then they calculate who the winner is. So this is mad to me. And we get different questions to Japan because a lot of their questions are very Japan things oriented. So bearing in mind you could pick anything in the world to have 3 options for. This week's Splatfest was, what is the best day of the weekend?
How is it 3?
Yeah. With the options being Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I was team Friday, and Friday won. But it's quite controversial because...
Yes! Friday is not a weekend day.
Friday's not a weekend day. But also there's been a trend, or a perceived trend, because there's these 3 idle characters. One is kind of like... So the Inklings and Octolings are based on squid and octopus. And then with these 3, you've got Shiver, who's based on a shark. Fry, who's based on an eel. And Big Man, who's just a manta ray. Like a big
Okay.
And Fry is slightly darker skinned than Shiver. So there's kind of this meme that Shiver always wins. And she had Friday. And Friday won.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So when I logged in yesterday to receive the rewards, because I picked Friday, obviously, because I do think it's the best day of the weekend. Lots of people, you can display your messages in games, so lots of people were really disappointed. And weirdly, because the way it works is loads of people chose Saturday because it is empirically the best day of the weekend out of those 3, because Friday's not a weekend day. Sunday's shit because you spend the second half of it with that Sunday depression. But there were so many people on Team Saturday that they ended up fighting a lot of mirror matches against each other, and apparently those don't count towards the final.
What?
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm big and back into Splatoon 3, partly because of the Splatfest, and then I decided to continue the story, which I thought was, more of the same of 1 and 2, which is perfect. So they have really good stories, and then you get through the first 5 levels, and then it really opens out, and it's brilliant. Really loving it. And in 2 days' time, which dates the podcast, the latest expansion is dropping, which is this huge kind of single player challenge tower. So yeah, big in on Splatoon, loving it.
Cool. We also have a little update of a game that we're not playing, along with many other people. Pal World. So we did a little chat about that one in a previous podcast, and you then did some research and found out that it's like one of the highest drop-offs ever in games and for Steam games.
Yeah, like millions of people have dropped off it, and I think it was partly because it, as we discussed, it is empty calories and doesn't quite have the depth, should we say, of Pokemon games. But also, I think they just got really lucky with their timing. It was just before Tekken. It was just before the Tomb Raider remasters. It was just before, so I think it was everybody's gap filler game. and then as soon as
Yeah.
everything came out, there was another huge release as well. I can't remember what it is. That dropped just after it came out. So yeah, huge. Maybe the bubble has burst.
Yeah.
Good. Horrible, empty calories game.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of anti-break time.
Anti-break time.
Back into break time.
Right. Okay. So, who asked the last one? I think you asked the last
Yeah, I asked. It was Lady Alcina Dimitrescu.
one. Okay, cool. I called her Dimitri, by the way, after the vampire guy in.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
good.
It was close enough.
Good. Ukrainian developer Frogwares.
Oh God, yes. I've played their games. Yes.
What games have you played?
The Sinking City.
All right, okay. Frogwares is best known for its adventure game series about which fictional detective?
It's Sherlock Holmes because the Sinking City just has the whole Mind Palace thing in it.
Cool.
So their big thing is the Mind Palace, where you look at crime scenes in your head and put together clues, and that's just in the Sinking City.
Cool.
They're also the people who are behind the creepy Watson. Do you remember that meme?
No.
It's in one of the early Sherlock Holmes games. He'd be followed by Watson, but it's programmed in such a way that every time you turned around, he'd be in your line of vision. So basically, he would like teleport behind your back, and then that became creepy Watson. And then, in fact, in Sinking City, there are posters on the walls about creepy Watson.
Brilliant. Self-referential. Love it.
Self-referential. They got it. A bit like the Xbox Series X fridge. Easy one, I think. Which home console was the first to contain a Blu-ray disc player?
A Blu-ray. I guess that's the PS3.
It's the PlayStation 3.
Nice.
Can we talk about Blu-ray?
Sure.
It didn't really take off, did it?
I think it did.
Do you own a single Blu-ray?
No, I don't have a Blu-ray player though.
Most people. And like, if you go to the rare physical shops, DVDs are still being sold alongside Blu-ray. If in fact there's not more of them. It just didn't really land.
I think Blu-ray was plenty fine. Because you had like the dual releases. I think streaming
do you know,
definitely overshadowed most of it.
Do you know anyone in your life has a Blu-ray player?
You.
I own a Blu-ray player, 2 Blu-ray players. I have 3 Blu-rays.
And one of them is not Paprika.
One of them is Paprika.
It is Paprika, brilliant.
Because you could only get the DVD version if you bought the Blu-ray and DVD version.
Fantastic.
What else? I've got Evangelion, and then I've got like the second Ant-Man film. Those are the only 3 Blu-rays.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know anyone else has a Blu-ray player?
Yeah.
Is it your girlfriend in Canada?
My girlfriend in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's just long distance. Yeah.
Yeah, she really exists and she loves Blu-rays.
Yeah. So do all of our friends. They all talk about Blu-rays all the time.
That's all they do. She has a Blu-ray club.
Yeah.
Where they talk about how wonderful the extra features that Blu-rays no longer contain. Okay, well I can't believe we're on 100% correct so far.
Yeah, 1,300%, I think.
Yeah, with no hints or helps at all.
We're doing really, really well, nailing it in one. So here's a game I want to play and own.
Right. Okay, well that doesn't really help, does it? Steam game, every Steam game.
Every Steam game.
Is the answer every Steam game? Okay, no, sorry, carry on.
In Control.
Ah, yeah. I agree. I also want to play this. In fact, I'll stop you there. You know the Nintendo Switch does these weird cloud playable games?
Yeah.
So games which the console can't really handle, so you can play them on the cloud. So some of the Resident Evils
Yeah.
in there.
It's like their own version of Stadia.
Yes, and Control is one of those games. And I thought, I've heard really good things about Control. It's inspired lots of sci-fi writers.
Well, no, it's taking all of its stuff from the SCP stuff.
But it's also inspired. Anyway,
Yeah.
cloud games on Switch unplayable. Literally unplayable.
Where you live, your internet seems to be unusable by modern man.
No, it's fine. It's otherwise fine. You know, I've playing Unite, and that's absolutely fine. It has a FPS counts on the top. It's just the ways the games work. It's just not. It's not good. And so, yeah, I crawled through the first 8 minutes of Control. I was like, no, this is not a viable option for me. Anyway, we're agreed. We should play Control.
Yes. I should make that the next game I play. I won't though, because I'm still playing Final Fantasy Remake.
Really? How are you getting on Remake?
Have
Have you touched it?
Yeah. No, I've got to Aerith now.
Is she in your party?
She's not. Well, yes, she is. But I've got split up. Did a bombing mission with Barrett and Lulu, Tifa, and I just landed and did a fight with Thingy Face. Was the guy from the Turks? Reno? It's not Reno. It's
Rude. No. Rude? Reno.
Rude. Reno.
Rude? Bald
Yeah,
guy.
Reno. No, it's the red hair.
Reno, yeah.
Yeah, Reno. I'm not sure. Like, so I've been playing it and I've sort of like been running around and I tap X an awful lot and then I occasionally press triangle and or not triangle, whatever the equivalent is on Xbox.
Why?
Yeah. And it switches and I do things. I also realised that if I just let go of the controller, Cloud like automatically dodges and does things and like, alright, okay. What am I doing? How do I play this game? So I find it a bit. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. I kind of felt like I was like slash, but then I just realised that. Wait a minute, he does stuff automatically by itself. Is my input supposed to be minimal? I don't know. Like everybody was saying it feels like Devil May Cry. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. And I'm struggling with the controls of battles, I'll be honest with you. So I fought the Airbuster dude.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, there was quite a few Phoenix Downs used. I got the boss strategy, but executing it with that control system was hard. So switching between the characters to use the right thing at the right time, make them hide, and and I was like, okay, it just took a lot of effort, and I'm struggling with the controls of it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't settled with it, and I've been playing with it for nearly 20 hours.
Oh my god. Okay. Weird.
Yeah, and I just I've been doing fights and they've been easy, absolutely easy. But the moment where there's actually a bit of strategy involved,
Yeah.
it's like, right, okay, I need to do that. It just seems to go to shit and fall apart in my hands.
Because I was going to suggest like maybe you should try it on hard, but then because then every single fight you do actually have to pay attention. But then if you're struggling with the boss fights, then there's that being so when I finished it, I tried it again on hard, and at some point there's like a dog in the junkyard that you have to fight.
Yeah.
Really early on. That fight I found impossible. I'm stuck on it.
Right. Okay.
Whereas on the normal playthrough, it's
But yeah,
a slightly harder dog.
Do you understand what I mean about the controls and how to play the game? Or is it just a matter of get your head round it, Richie? Or
yeah, I think it's I think it
Go back
is.
to tutorials.
Yeah, there might be a bit of and really depending on how natural the control, because I was playing it on PlayStation and it's just that the PlayStation controller is the controller that is ingrained in my blood, so it's easy. Like when so I was playing the Tomb Raider remasters, but I wanted to play it on a GameCube pad, and I had to basically remap the entire controls to make it feel like a PlayStation controller. So yeah, maybe it's that something there, because I didn't find it too difficult, and for a lot of if you're just fighting like grunts, it's often barely worth changing character, or you just change character because you want to upgrade upgrade their weapons to get the next limit break, and those have like specific requirements to unlock those limit breaks, and that's pretty much the only reason, until you get to a boss and you do need to do a bit of party management. But I didn't find it. I think on that air bomber battle, I think it took me a couple of times, but not prohibitively so, once you get the idea.
I mean, I didn't die. It was a long battle of, oh, but why are you there? Why did you move? It's like the moment you move away from a party member, they go off and fucking do something. And it just annoyed me. And like I have loads of things like auto cure and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but because you can without taking control of them, you can also cure their actions, right? And it pauses time in the ATB system.
Yeah. No, I get that, but also like when you look away from that character who you had queuing up a lightning spell or whatever, you go to someone else, and then they'll have been hit by something and they're no longer doing that lightning spell, and you just, why? What's the point? I miss turn-based combat. They really should have a turn-based combat option.
Weird. Yeah, I didn't know if they should at all.
It just feels like I don't know what's going on, and then I just spend. What I ended up doing for most of the game is just I switch immediately to Tifa because she's the most fun to play. Like Cloud is like boring. He's like, hey, I can do these hits, and then I can do really heavy hits, or I'm slow as sin. Like, all right, okay, great. I don't care about you. And Barrett does like, I've got a machine gun that's doing 1 damage each time. This is not interesting. Whereas Tifa is just like, right, okay, hit. Combo, do an ability, right, beef up, yeah, limit break, awesome, best character in that game. But yeah, anyway, and it's always sad and slightly disheartening. It's like, right, okay, won the battle, finished with Tifa, and then you're back to being Cloud, and you're just like, you're not my main character. Not my Cloud. Right.
Hashtag not my Cloud.
Right. Anyway, sorry, that's a massive digression.
It was, yeah.
I was halfway through a question.
Yeah, control, yeah.
In control.
Yeah.
Okay. See if you remember from your 8 minutes of playing.
Yeah.
Player character.
If it's about a corridor and a stair, then I might have a chance. Yeah.
Well, where was that stair? Is going to be the question. In control.
Yes.
Player character Jesse Fadden becomes the director of which organization?
Oh fuck! What's the name of the? The SCARG, the Blurg, the DARPA.
Okay, think of an organization that exists in the real world.
The UN.
An American one.
The CIA.
That investigates things.
The FBI.
Oh, okay. Except, what was the name of this game?
Control.
So the
CBI.
No.
The FCB. The FBI.
Yeah, FBC. Yeah. Well done. The Federal Bureau of Control.
The Federal FBC. There we go.
Right. Okay.
Great.
Man, we've got through like 3 cards.
I know. We're like, oh, you can finish off the entire pack.
We might do some more bonus episodes.
Alternatively, this might come back in a later season. Okay, this one's going to be difficult. Who is Professor Layton's apprentice?
Oh, Professor Layton is he's got the blue hat and he's a detective game thing, isn't he?
Yeah, really good series of puzzle games.
I
Really
have
good series.
not played any of them.
Okay. The first name, one of the Marvel Defenders has the same name.
The Marvel Defenders. I don't know. Iron something. Jessica.
No, it's not Jessica. It's not Danny, and it's not.
I didn't watch any of that. Like
Yeah,
the Shields verse, I completely just left.
It's kind of separate from the Shields, but very separate completely separate from the Shields verse. It's its own thing with those four.
The
name of the
Luke.
Yes.
Luke. Okay.
And the second name is the name of a kind of shell.
Conch.
Which you can blow. It's also Ariel's dad in The Little Mermaid.
Triton?
Yeah, Luke Triton. First
Luke
time.
Triton. I didn't know that was a kind of shell.
I've played 3 Professor Layton games and I didn't know his name was Luke Triton.
He's no Apollo Justice.
He's no creepy Watson.
Right. Okay, cool.
We talked about this recently. They had a Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover game, right?
Yep.
And that was great.
I'm sure it would be. Like I had the most fun playing the Phoenix Wright games. I can't get behind a Ball of Justice though, so I haven't played any of them.
Just as a character.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
It's like playing Robin Arkham Asylum as opposed to Batman Arkham Asylum.
It's like playing as Fuckface in Metal Gear Solid 2. They're playing as Raiden instead of Snake.
Yeah. Solid Raiden.
Yeah, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Oh, man. Fucking, what is it about courtrooms and detectives which just brings out the best in media? You had do you remember the animated show Bonkers?
Yes.
Bonkers.
Yeah, totally nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, which was set in like it was supposed to be Roger Rabbit or in the Roger Rabbit universe. And he plays a cop in Toontown. And so there's these crossover, like the Mad Hatter was in an episode. Various Disney characters are in that. Then there was Harvey Birdman, which is fantastic. Where he was like solving court cases for various... Was it Hanna-Barbera?
Yes.
Characters? Yeah. Great. And then She-Hulk's fantastic. Love them. Courtroom detective stuff, brilliant.
A lot of people are shitting on She-Hulk. I think it was a very solid series. I enjoyed and laughed at it.
Yeah, it was good. I wish there was a little bit more. Because I've read a big chunk of the recent comics. I wish there was a little bit more stuff in courtroom. I mean, there's some stuff there. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem. And the ending was like brilliant. I'm sick of CGI bad men at the end of things.
It was Wong and the girl in the courtroom,
Yeah, that's great.
like she needs to be in every Marvel film. She was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Day drinking rich girl. She's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so many digressions.
We'll get through this whole bag of cards easily. You should get this.
Hang on. You asked me one.
I did, yeah.
So it's me. Yeah. So it's me. In Telltale Games' first season of The Walking Dead,
Yes.
Lee Everett was
Yes.
a professor of which subject before the zombie outbreak?
Oh, God.
Did you play it?
I did. All the way through.
But do you remember him being a teacher
Okay.
of a subject?
I don't think it's a science.
No, it is not a science.
Is it is it humanities or social sciences?
No.
No. It's not science, humanities, or social science.
Well,
What?
do you mean them as subjects, or do you mean...
No, those are like, so humanities is like
Modern studies?
languages, literature, philosophy, film studies.
No,
and
it's
then-
not that.
Social sciences like
Yeah, I would say maybe a social science.
archaeology.
Not as far back.
As far back as archaeology. Sociology? Social studies?
You were on the right track with archaeology.
Archaeology. History?
Yeah!
Hey! I didn't know that at all. Okay.
Nailed it in one. He was a
There you are,
history
first time.
professor. Yeah.
I think, what are we up to? 24 out of 24? Which Pokemon photography game was released in April 2021 for the Nintendo Switch?
Pokemon Snap 2? Just Snap? I don't know what it's called. Pokemon Snap Island. Snap. Pokemon Snap 2. It's an official name. Pokemon Snap 2.
No. What, you know how the Mario Brothers games, they're different.
Pokemon Wonder. Pokemon Odyssey.
There's like a brand of Super Mario Brothers where it's like old school platforming.
New Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, first time.
Wow.
That was a great game. Too big. Way too big.
I know. I keep wanting to
Way
go
too
back
big.
to it.
Me
Yeah.
too. And then I go back, and then I start a level, and then I'm so stressed because I need to get the 2 stars and the 3 stars, and then do I take the
See-
secret route to get the other thing? Oh, but what if I missed the secret route? Oh, no, I've leveled it up, but do I go back and play level 2 before I do level 3 and get some new Pokemon? It's just- And then what are the conditions to do the secret legendary? It's stressful.
Oh, as opposed to, oh my god, I've got to take a picture. Throw an apple. Oh shit! Play some music. Play some music.
Just throw the glowy energy gem.
Just take a picture.
And then maybe the Quagsire will get the energy and swim back, and then later come in on a Staraptor, and then I can get like 3 stars.
Brilliant. Oh my god, there's a Quagsire. Throw an apple. Right. Okay. You asked me. What is the name
Yes.
given to the zombie-like enemies in Days Gone?
God, really? They reinvented zombies for Days Gone? The walkers, the shamblers, the crummies, the bad dudes.
You're not far off. They are like a plural name. Try to think of
the bumders.
So you enjoy Friday as your
Best day of the weekend.
best day of the weekend.
Correct.
Was it? What do other people call Friday? Where they swap bodies.
Freaky, the freaks, the freakies,
Keep going.
the freakazoids,
Keep going.
the freakonomists, the freakonomy, the freakmeisters, the freaks.
So, if they were to freak people, they would be.
Freakers.
Yeah, nailed it in one.
First time. Never played Days Gone. Don't know how I knew that. Yeah, sometimes the information's just in there, you know? You don't know how it gets in there.
Yeah, it's like it's in the Rolodex. You know, you just gotta flick through it and get to it.
Right. I don't think any element of this question will chime with you. What is the name of Stella's pet cat in Spiritfarer?
And what?
What is the name of Stella's pet cat in Spiritfarer?
Spirit Fairer.
Yeah. Remember
I
that
have
game?
never heard of Spirit
Me
Fair.
neither. Sounds like an indie darling.
I'm gonna say the cat's name is Mirabelle.
It's a flower.
It is Iris.
No.
It is Daffodil.
Yes, it is Daffodil.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome!
first time.
Nailed it. Okay. Oh, right. I'm gonna say the first 3 words of this question.
Okay.
Seeds of evil.
You need to say the 4th word.
No.
Seeds of evil.
Yeah.
That's ringing literally no bells.
Okay. Is the second title of which video game series?
Seeds of evil.
Seeds of evil. It is.
Plants
No.
vs Zombies.
No. This is a game series you like or have played.
Seeds of evil.
You've definitely played this game.
It's ringing bells, but I can't visualize. It's something stupid.
Ooh,
God.
the Rolodex, the Rolodex.
I'm cheating by looking at my game collection.
No, don't look at your game collection.
No, I don't. Seeds of evil. Seeds of evil.
So it's something 2. Seeds of Evil.
Weird. Okay, yeah, Turok 2. Some reason you saying 2 unlocked the core memory of. Oh yeah, that's Turok 2. Seeds of Evil.
Wow.
Even though I'll be honest, before that I was totally floundering. Turok 2. Seeds. Weird subtitle. There aren't seeds there. It's not plants.
Isn't it? I thought that the whole thing was they go back in time to turn people into dinosaur monsters.
I don't know. I own it. I bought both Turok and Turok 2 on the Switch. And then I did a Richie and said I can't start 2 until I start 1. And then I started 1, and I forgot how much of a platforming game Turok 1 is. And
yes.
there's one bit. It's fucking bullshit. It's
so hard bullshit. As well. Yeah.
There's one bit, and it's so bullshit because it is like a grid of like 1 by 1 tile columns.
No.
Yeah, and you have to jump across whilst being harassed by dinosaurs, and it's just so frustrating. It is just columns coming out of a bottomless pit in a grid formation, and you have to get across it. I was like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
If I load up my save game, that's where I am.
Yeah. No, I remember it being heartbreaking. Like, you would do these 3, 4, 5 jumps, and then you'd be like, okay, I just need this final jump to get onto that ledge, and that's going to take me to the next room. And you can see it. You can see where you're going to go. You fall down, and the enemies have respawned or something. And you,
like, I love it. There's something about Turok and which reminds me of Quake 2, which the re-release is perfect. There's something about that level design, and going and doing a thing, and then you're kind of scratching your head as to, okay, I can only access this area. There must be a secret something. Oh yeah, this goes through to here. So I was enjoying it and got quite far, but then when you just get to here's floating columns bullshit land, I was like, this is tough. And it's frustrating because Turok 2 is a very different piece. It looks beautiful, but maybe I'll never get around to it. We have to do more questions because I want to ask you the first question of the next card, but
okay, let's run through. Let's run through quickly then.
You'll get this one. What was the code name for the Kinect during its development? God, do you remember the Kinect?
Yes. It was like the Xbox I. No. God, no. Because I was no.
It was when. Do you remember that Milo demo?
No.
It there's that gay. There's a Peter. I think it's Peter Molyneux. There's this creepy thing where you talk to a little boy called Milo, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is it. This is AI. You're just having a conversation with this boy."
Yeah.
Which obviously A, never transpired. B, was absolutely not what the Kinect did at all. Instead, it was, hey, flap around and blunder your way through this arcade game. But it had a name.
Was it Project Milo?
It was Project something.
Yeah, see, I remember it being Project blah blah blah.
Yeah. This is a really hard clue. If something is newly born, how would you describe it?
Genesis? No.
No, like if something's what's the what's the hospital department for newborn babies?
Neonatal? No.
Yeah.
Project Neonatal. Project Natal.
Yeah,
of course. Thank you. Project Natal. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay. This is ridiculously easy. What Battle Royale inspired Tetris game was released for the Switch in 2019?
Tetris 99.
Boom and one.
Which Batman supervillain attacks Which Batman supervillain attacks and incapacitates Scarecrow in the sewers of the 2009 game Batman Arkham Asylum?
Batman. Arkham Asylum. Which?
The Jewish Batman.
Batman. Somebody incapacitates Scarecrow.
Attacks and incapacitates Scarecrow. Another supervillain. In the sewers.
Is it Croc? Killer Croc?
Yes, but
okay.
He's not beating people up. Killer Croc, yeah, it's Killer Croc.
Okay. This one's a good one. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the last three questions. Okay. Debuting on the Amiga in 1992 as a rival to Sonic the Hedgehog,
Really?
which character was the ninja from the Nth Dimension?
No way! No way! Zool!
Yeah!
I love Zool, even though I never played. I know I did play it. It's not a good game. I don't think. It was okay.
It's okay. It's sponsored by Chubba Chups, which is really weird.
Yeah. Now, again, this weird time-traveling video game trivia quiz. What is the name of the ghost-like creatures introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake? I'm positive I bought this before that game came out. Which attempt to ensure that destiny is not altered.
Oh, see, I've only just come across them, and they're like guiding me and Eris up the steps. So I do not know what they're called.
It's a fairly generic name for ghosty type things.
Ghouls.
Think more Caspery.
Ghosts?
Uh,
Friendly ghosts?
Think quiet.
Banshees?
That's opposite of quiet.
I know.
What does a banshee not do?
Shriek.
No, they do shriek.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, sorry. What do they not do?
Quietly. They're in a library. Banshee in a library. What's it doing?
It's going shh.
But it wants to say something to its friends, but it has to say it very quietly.
Whisper.
Whispers, yes.
Whispers. Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't know that's what they're called.
So that's quite cool. So they're trying to stop Destiny changing.
Yeah, they're in attempting to ensure that Destiny's not altered.
Right, okay. So I like this because I don't know enough about the thing. I know that things are different.
Mm-hmm.
And there was lots of fan theories that like Eris could see alternative. I need to continue that game. Cool. I'm not overly excited because by the time I get round to playing it in the PC, it'll be spoilered to hell. Grumble.
Grumble. Yeah, Rebirth's out soon, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not worth getting a PS5 for, though.
No, especially now. Anyway, go on.
What? And this is apparently the question we end it all on.
Okay.
Okay. What was the profession of the protagonist, Gordon Freeman, in the 1998 PC game Half-Life?
He was a physicist?
But
A quantum physicist? A theoretical physicist?
yeah, scientists would have also worked.
Fucking can't believe we ended it on. We can't end it on Half-Life. No.
What?
I'm not allowing it.
Ah.
Fucking hate that game.
All right, okay. 4 more questions, then.
I've got one more. I've got the last question.
Okay, you got the last question. Okay.
In what year did the Nintendo Wii launch?
Right.
Now, feel around.
Yeah, I was.
What's happening at the time? Where were you when you were playing the Wii?
Because I got one for Christmas. I was very, very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say 2009.
Earlier.
2008.
Earlier.
7.
Earlier.
6.
2000. Well, first time. Can't believe it.
Wow.
I know. 18 years ago.
Wow.
18 years ago? What?
There are people who've grown up and never played the Wii.
To me, it's still like last gen, even though it's absolutely not last gen.
Yeah, I know, because you get the Wii U in between.
Yeah.
And the Switch is reaching the end of its life cycle as well.
Horrible.
Yeah.
There we go, readers. That was Ultimate Break Time, where we did like 5 question cards. There's still 30 each to go, so maybe the video game trivia might
We'll continue in some form.
resurface. Yeah, we'll continue.
Right. So
I've got one last question. One last question.
Okay, what's the question?
That guy's a maniac. Oh no, I don't have a question. You have the. I've got the first half of a question. That guy's a maniac. Do you have the second half?
Why'd he bite me?
Yay!